Welcome back to Hidden in the Stars. In this episode, we will be discussing how the full moons got their names. According to Joe Rao, writing for Space.com, full moon names are rooted in ancient traditions, often from Native American, European, or other cultural lore. The names often reflect natural events such as animal behavior or seasonal changes. January's full moon is known as the wolf moon. It's believed to have been named that by the Europeans who first settled in the northeastern United States. Part of that could be because wolves are among the most active winter hunters. In fact, according to the Wolf Conservation Center, wolf howls can be heard up to 10 miles away in open territory. February's full moon is known as the snow moon. February tends to be the snowiest month in the northeastern states, home to the indigenous peoples who gave their name for the months to the European settlers. I've encircled the northeastern states with a white oval on the map so that you can see the snow cover they typically receive in February. March's full moon is known as the worm moon. As the ground begins to thaw at the end of winter, invertebrates begin to move through the soil and break it up a bit. This earthworm waste that is left behind, known as vermicast, is visible. Vermicast is an excellent fertilizer, and its presence told farmers that it was time to prepare for planting. Very exciting news that in 2025, the worm moon in March will also be a blood moon because it takes place during a total lunar eclipse. Check out our video on that blood moon. I'll leave it linked. April's full moon is known as the pink moon, named for the first blooming flowers of the spring. Interestingly, in China, it's called the peony moon. Pink is the most common color of peony flowers. Keeping with the flower theme, May's full moon is known as the flower moon. Perhaps you've heard the expression, April showers bring May flowers. Well, it also brings the May flower moon. June's full moon is known as the strawberry moon, which is named for the wild strawberries that bloom during this month. Fun fact: did you know it was once believed that the full moon caused insanity? The word for moon in Spanish is luna, which is the base for the words lunacy and lunatic. July's full moon is known as the buck moon. Bucks grow antlers every year starting in the spring. By July, they're visible in the velvet stage, which is the precalcified state in which the antlers are covered with a hairy, vascular skin that looks like velvet fabric. This velvet will shed at the end of summer. August's full moon is known as the Sturgeon Moon. Indigenous people often went fishing in the heat of the summer, and sturgeon was a commonly found source of food in that month. September is known as the corn moon. It can also be called the harvest moon if it is the full moon closest to the autumnal equinox. But it is also named for the corn that is harvested during this month. Perhaps you've heard the song from the Disney movie Pocahontas, in which she sings about the blue corn moon. The October full moon is known as the hunter's moon, and that is named for the hunting seasons that traditionally begin in October. Again, in October, it can also be called the harvest moon, depending on when the full moon rises and if it's closer to the equinox. November's full moon is the beaver moon. It's named for the beavers, once plentiful in North America, but hunted to near extinction, who built their dens at this time of year. Native Americans, in fact, believe that you could predict the severity of the coming winter by the thickness of the beaver's den, as evidenced by this old proverb: when you see a beaver carrying sticks in its mouth, it will be a hard winter. You better go south. December's full moon is known as the cold moon. Named for the cold weather that sets in during this month, December is also the month in which the first official day of winter occurs. Were you born near a full moon or on a full moon? Drop a comment below. If you have any other topics that you would like us to discuss on Hidden in the Stars, Please let us know also in the comments below. Catch you next time on Hidden in the Stars.